Hey yogis, glad to see you joining me again. We're starting to move along. We're going to work out in chair now. We're going to start working our way to making it to a full regular yoga where we are on our feet a whole lot more. We're starting to concentrate on building back some of those synapses in our brain. I know I am definitely having some issues with short-term memory as well as grasping for words. It's quite frustrating. I can see the word in my head and I just can't get it out. Um, couldn't for the life of me say my son's girlfriend's name the other day, and it's a very, very simple name. I could see the name in my head, I just couldn't say it, and it's so frustrating. I was trying to talk to my husband, and we had just passed the Iditarod Museum and saw the sign for the museum. I couldn't say Iditarod. The closest I could get was the doggy sleddy thing. That was it. So working on that. So if you've got that head injury and that's something you're working on, I think you feel me. I certainly know how you feel. So we're going to start working a little harder and just starting to put some things together, making our left brain and right brain work a little more, and just starting to put some things together and trying to get those a little those muscles working a little better. So here we go. You definitely need a chair, obviously, preferably one that's not too cushy, so you're just not, you know, all kinds of, well, too comfortable. You want to sit up nice and tall, have your feet nice and flat. Do you approve, Mr. Boots? We're going to start out sitting with our good posture. Remember the string pulling up through our head. Nice chest expansion as we breathe. Pulling the shoulders back and down. We're not wearing them as earrings. And let's just take 5 deep breaths. Inhaling. Feel that chest expansion. And exhale, blow it all out and everything knits back together. And inhale in. And blow it out through the mouth. We're going to start to introduce our Ujjayi breath. If you haven't learned what that is yet, it is where you think about if you were to be fogging up a mirror. That's kind of what you're trying to simulate, or that Darth Vader sound. Hopefully you can hear that. You're breathing in and think about that Darth Vader sound. See, my lips stay closed though. It's also been called ocean breath. Ujjayi breath is used when you really need to focus, and it can help bring you to the present. If you're in a difficult pose that you just need to hold on for a little bit longer, it's good to bring that Ujjayi breath in, and it just takes everything else away, and it just brings you into yourself, focusing in on what you're doing, and you'll find that you can hold on just a little bit longer. It also helps to take away some stress if you're in a difficult situation. All right, one more of those, and we're going to inhale in and exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do that again. Inhale up to extended mountain. Inhale, and with our hands staying at heart center, take a nice deep inhale and exhale to a count of 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'd like you to start with the right leg, and we're going to lift it up. I'm going to cross that ankle over onto our knee. You're making the figure 4. Make sure that left leg stays at a 90 degree, and you're flat onto the ground. Lift up those toes and put them down. Pinky, one that went to the market, middle toe, all the way to the big toe, and just plant them nice and strong, okay? And if you can, take your right hand and just push down on the knee just a little. You'll start to feel a stretch. And pretty tight up in here in your hip. Just breathe through it a little bit. Now I want you to inhale, bring your arms up. And as you exhale, we are going to twist to the right and bring your left hand to that right knee, right hand grabbing the back of your chair, and just twist. Now, if you can't breathe in this position, you're twisting a little too much. Feel free to just release a little bit. Otherwise, if you're not quite feeling it, as you inhale and then exhale, pull yourself just a little bit more, just to deepen the stretch some. But remember, you're not looking for pain, just for stretch. Now on your next inhale, arms up, come back into center, and exhale, release your hands in. And we are going to help our knee and bring our leg all the way over. So we're in a cross-legged position. Now we're working our way into eagle here. Some people will be able to twist all the way around. I'm not quite there. Larger size, make that a little harder. Wherever you can get to is fine, but you want that crossover. Now for your arms, eagle arms, we're going to take the right hand, left hand up. You see, if you make your goalpost arms and then just bring them in front of you. Now, if this is as far as you can get, if you have tight shoulders, all I want you to do is just work your way into bringing your elbows as close together as you can. If you can get this close, I want you to try the next step. If not, if you're just right here, but you can't quite bring your elbows all the way, this is where I want you to stay and work. And just work at bringing those elbows to touching, okay? And make sure you're staying at shoulder. Now, if you can do this, I want you to do eagle arms, or at least attempt. You're going to take that right arm, and you're going to wrap it under and around your left. Now, how much you twist here is not what matters, all right? Eagle is not about how much of a pretzel you can twist yourself into. What we're looking for is bringing those shoulder blades forward and apart and stretching in the back, okay? It's not about being that Instagram worthy, twisty barbershop pole, okay? Don't let anybody fool you. I happen to be fairly flexible, so I can do a pretty good twist. But this is fine, even this is fine. Give yourself a big old hug and pull your shoulders forward. You're just looking to be feeling it in the shoulders, all right? So with our elbows up, 90-degree angle, we're going to breathe, inhale, and exhale. Make sure you're tensing up the legs, squeeze them together. On your next inhale, I want you to slightly start to tip back for a back bend, how far you go. will depend on you and your body. Remember, we're not looking for hurt. We're not looking for anything special. Just find your point. Make sure you can breathe. Let's do another inhale. And on the exhale, we are going to contract and bring it together to your knee. Tuck your head. And on your next inhale, unwind your arms, unwind your legs. And let's breathe it in to an extended mountain. And blow it out. Exhale. Release it. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, up. And exhale. Now we're going to do it on the other side. Now that you have an idea what we're doing. So we're going to take the left. Bring that ankle onto your right knee. Lift up those toes. We're going to take them down. Pinky to your big toe and just plant them nice and firm. Take that left hand and just give a good slight push on the knee. Feeling it in your hip area. Seem to be a little tighter. Whew. Somebody's throwing a little bit of a fit if you hear him thumping. And we're going to inhale in, lifting our arms up, and we're going to twist to the other side. Right hand to the left knee, left hand to the back of the chair. I seem to be a little tighter going this way, and I can't go as far. I'm not sure what your problem is, Mr. Boots. Remember, your body is not symmetrical. You're going to be tighter on one side than another some days, and some days both sides will feel pretty good. Inhale, exhale, and on the inhale, bring your arms up, and exhale down, and take this leg over into the twist for your eagle on the left side. You might be able to twist a little more with your legs on this side or your arms, either way. So you have your legs ready, right arm up, the left is now going to go under, or if you're working on this or giving your hug, if you're doing the hug, make sure you have swapped which hand is underneath. Whichever position you're at, make sure you pull those shoulder blades apart. So we are getting a nice twist in the back. And breathe. And on the next inhale, we'll start to go into that back bend. And inhale. And exhale, contract. Bringing it all in. And then let's release it all. Unwind. And exhale everything down. Give it a good little shake. Now then, I'd like you to take a nice deep breath, arms up for extended mountain. And now you're going to bring it out into goalpost arms. And from here, we're just going to work out our shoulders a little bit. And we're going to breathe in. And as we exhale, we're going to turn those arms down. So if you see my upper arms are not moving, Inhale up and exhale down. One more time. Exhale down. Now from here, as we come back up, I want you to add a releve, boots, so they can see with your legs, meaning come up on your toes. And as you turn your hands down, you will come down flat. Inhale up, coming up releve onto our toes. Exhale, back down to the floor. We're putting two things together, working our brains just a little bit. Let's just try that one more time. Now, as we come up on this time, with your feet still up, we are going to twist in our chair to the right side, straightening out that back leg, keeping a 90-degree with the right, and bringing our arms out to a T for our warrior two in a chair. Excuse you. Make sure you twist your back foot so that if your legs were to come together, they would make an L or a T shape. Make sure you're on the edge of your chair if you haven't figured that out already. Don't be sitting too far back. So we are in a warrior two position. Inhale, exhale. On the next inhale, flip your hand and tilt back for a reverse warrior. Taking your left hand down your left leg. Feel the stretch coming down your arm, down your side. Inhale and exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale, exhale, come forward just slightly. Bring your elbow to your knee and sweep that left hand up to the ceiling and then just slightly over just to feel a bit of a stretch in the other side. Inhale in and exhale back to warrior two. Inhale, exhale, turning back and coming back to your goalpost and on your releve. Exhale, bring your arms down, feet down. Inhale up, and we're going to turn to the other direction. Taking your left leg out now for a warrior two on the other side. Once you get here, breathe in, exhale, inhale, flip the hand and tilt it back for a reverse warrior on this side. Taking your right hand down that right leg, feel the stretch. Inhale in, exhale, come back to center. Inhale, exhale, slightly tilt forward with your front body. Bring that elbow to knee and then lift up with your right hand and then just slightly over to get more of a stretch in that right side. Inhale and exhale back to warrior two. Inhale and exhale back to center to our goalpost on our releve. And this time Just exhale, release everything down. Shake it out. Shake out our legs, our arms, maybe do a couple head rolls. And we're going to now go in reverse. So we are going to inhale up, extended mountain. Exhale, release. Inhale. And exhale, hands to heart center. This time we will start with the left leg. Bring it up. And cross over into our figure four. Just going to go a little faster. Push. Get a nice stretch. You might find you can stretch a little more this time. Inhale. And exhale. And now with the arms sweeping up, inhale. And exhale, we are going to twist. Right hand to left knee, left hand to the back of the chair. And I can already twist more than I did before. Hopefully you can too. One more inhale. And exhale, coming back. Inhale up. And exhale down. And help that leg to twist over for eagle. Maybe this time as you inhale up and exhale down, you might try a different variation of your hands. I think I might stick with this time. So keeping my hands nice and tight, elbows all the way in, 90-degree angle. I am going to inhale in and lift just slightly. And exhale. And remember to tighten those legs in the twist. Inhale and take a bend back. And exhale, contract. Let's do that one more time. Just work our abs just slightly. Inhale up and slight back bend. And exhale, contract. And inhale, our hands up. And exhale, unwind our legs and our hands down. Shake it out. Let's go to the other side. Inhale up. Exhale down. Lifting the other leg now, crossing over into our figure four. And push. Sometimes it helps to just swing just slightly. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now we're going to inhale in. Reaching up high. And exhale. Down. Crossing that leg over for our eagle legs. And crossing our arms, or whichever position you have chosen to do. Again, I'm just going to work on my arms like this again. So squeezing them together. And I am going to just lift up just slightly. Just give it a little bit of work. Inhale in. Tighten. And exhale. On your next inhale, slight back bend. And exhale. Inhale. And on that exhale, contract in. And just like before, inhale in. Coming up, and a slight back bend. And exhale, contract. Just a little bit of a muscle work for our abdomen. And inhale, lift up. And exhale, release. And shake it out. Now then, we are going to take a nice deep breath, mountain. And we're going to take our right hand down, just down at our side. And our left hand, we are going to reach up just slightly and lift, reach over to the right side as our right hand reaches down to the ground. And give your favorite furry friend a little pet. But you'll feel the stretch coming down. And inhale both arms up. And exhale left arm down. Right arm reach up. And over. Same thing. Left hand is reaching down. Right arm is reaching up and over. Feeling the stretch. On the other side, your furry friend might have figured out he needs to switch sides. And inhale both arms up. And we're going to swan dive down to a bit of a forward fold. Now be careful based on how your head is healing. You might have to stay here so that your head stays above your heart if you have issues with too much head pressure. If not, maybe you do, let your head hang just a little. Just to get a bit of gravity working. I'm starting to work up to this. Shaking our head. Yes and no. Always ending on a yes. You want to end on a positive. We're going to inhale back up to our seated position, reaching for the sky. And exhale, our hands back down. Now we're going to do a couple just cat cows in our seated position. So from here, if you just bring your arms up and bring them out in front of you, and think of holding a beach ball or wrapping your hands around a large tree. Sitting up nice and tight. And then what you want to do is then just concave your chest and body. So you're making a C, as if you're holding the ball, and so you have to wrap around the ball. For your cat, and then for your cow, you open up, pushing your chest out. Cat, bring it in, hug the ball, and cow, release. Let's do that a couple more times on your own breath, in your own pace. One more time. Cat and a cow. And just bring your hands down and into your lap. And from here, let's bring our chin down into our chest. And we're going to just slightly nod our head side to side, swinging it back and forth, making the swing slightly bigger until you get all the way over to that right side with your ear, and then just stop there. Take your right hand and just let it fall on the right side. And to just get a little bit more of a stretch, take that left hand, take it down at your side, and then just walk it out in the air. Normally if we're seated on the mat, you would just walk it out on the ground until you could feel more of a pull in those muscles. So just think of that, like you're trying to reach something over there, and you'll feel that pull. If that's not working for you, you can always take this hand and just apply a little bit of pressure just to deepen that stretch for you. Inhale in, and on your exhale, bring your hands back into your lap and your chin to chest. And again, start to rock your head just back and forth, making each movement bigger. Till you come to the left side, and same thing, drop your left arm, taking your right arm and walking it out, trying to reach for that item over there. And maybe pet a larger dog, animal. Inhale in, and exhale, bringing your hands to your lap, chin to chest. Let's just take a deep breath in and exhale out. And this time I want you to breathe in to a count of 4, 2, 3, 4, and hold. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold. And exhale, and hold. This time we're going to inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to exhale for 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do that again. Inhale 4 and exhale for 8. Now then, be good to your body. Take a nap if you need to. I've learned that I must rest when my body calls for it, even though I've never been a napper. Make sure you stop before you go too far. It's been hard. As someone who lives in Alaska, whenever the sun is out, I want to be out, because before I know it, winter will be here and we will only have sun for 3 or 4 hours a day. So we take advantage of it in the summer. So it's been hard being like this when we have sun. But listen to your body. Let it heal. Do what it needs to heal. And I hope this is helping you, and I will see you next time.